Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've been out for a while, I was rebranding. Maybe you've heard the word pacifism, but you're not exactly sure what it means. In this video, I'm going to explore two big questions. First, what is pacifism? Second, why have I chosen to live by its principles? By the way, I've always been a pacifist for most of my life. I just don't talk about it, but this is the time I think I should talk more about it. Pacifism is a belief that war and violence are unjustifiable. To put it simply, violence should never be an option to solve our problems. Pacifists believe disputes between people, communities, and nations must be settled peacefully through dialogue, cooperation, and understanding. This isn't wishful thinking. Pacifism is grounded in the idea that we can build a world where justice, dignity, and respect for all people are the foundation of every decision we make. If you've ever heard the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document signed by most countries after World War II, you will find the articles that lay out the basic rights and freedoms every human being deserves. From the right to life and liberty to freedom of thought and expression, many nations endorse them in theory, but fail to live up to them in practice. This gap between what we promise and what we do is why pacifists speak up. We insist that if we truly honor these rights, then violence cannot be legitimate for solving our differences. Some people argue that war is inevitable, that it's just human nature. But let's think about it carefully. War is hell. Those who have survived war zones will tell you about the trauma, the distraction, and the way it tears apart not just countries, but the very fabric of humanity. I believe in the inherent dignity of every human life. If you've ever been in an emergency, a fire, an accident, think about your instincts. You don't run back for your phone or your jewelry. You reach for your children, your spouse, your pets. In that moment, you remember what matters most: life itself. War degrades this precious dignity. It forces us to see people as enemies, statistics, or collateral damage. We forget that every person, no matter their nationality or beliefs, has a story, a family, and a fundamental worth. Why does war happen? We draw lines on maps and say, this is us, that is them. We create barriers, economic, cultural, racial, that feed fear and resentment. But when we break down these barriers, something remarkable happens. Take France and Germany, two nations that fought some of the history's bloodiest wars. Today they share borders, economies, and countless ties through the European Union. Citizens can travel, work, and live freely between these countries. This didn't require giving up their identities. People in France still speak French. People in Germany mostly speak German. It just required recognizing that shared prosperity and mutual understanding are stronger than old rivalries. They are stronger than nationalities. The lesson is clear. When people have fair access to opportunities and resources, violence loses its appeal. The incentive to destroy each other disappears when we are connected. Peace is not naive. It's necessary. It's not enough to say we hate war. We have to create systems that prevent it. I'm guided by this truth. Human dignity is sacred. Justice and equality are non-negotiable. Our shared humanity must always outweigh our divisions. Some call this idealism. But remember, idealism has driven every major leap in human rights, and even in society in general. If no one dared to imagine a better world, we'd still be living in the shadows of oppression and conflict. So what can you do? Challenge the idea that violence is inevitable. Challenge that idea it's not. Stand up for human rights wherever you see them ignored. Refuse to accept that war is the price of progress. Peace is not just the absence of war. It's the presence of justice, dignity, and opportunity for every person. Let's prove that pacifism isn't weakness. It's the ultimate expression of strength, courage, and faith in humanity. Thank you all for listening. And if this message resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's keep this conversation going. I intend to post more of these videos on pacifism on different issues. We can build a more peaceful world.